This is not the movies.
But hold on. When you say like one-on-one, right? What if they had a knife on them? I know you're trained for that, but real life is real life.
Yeah. I mean, now.
Like they pulled out the fucking knife and
that depends on the situation, right? So if we're distance, and they pull out a knife, okay, then I pull out my gun. But if we're so close and someone immediately pulls out a knife, we have to have the awareness of we're so close. It's not time to pull out my gun. It's time to attack the knife. I need to attack that weapon. But you don't know.
How do you approach doing that?
Situation.
Because in San Diego, right? I did do this like Filipino. A lot of people call it Cali and you know all that. But then it's like there's these tactics 3-9s, and my MMA coach actually trained like the SEALs.
Yeah.
You know, to do knives, and then there's flywheel, you know, and all that 3-9s and all that stuff. That's its own different training itself. And what I noticed is that he used to do like he'd get Sharpies. Right. And then he'd have it on his belt.
Yeah.
And then that's how you know you got caught.
Yeah.
He'd get red Sharpies.
Yeah.
And it's wild because you got to assume that if someone's intention is to harm you, like say if they were on drugs or something, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Or on meth or whatever, they'll pull out that knife and just stick you. They're not trying to scare you. They're just too unpredictable.
Yeah.
And what I noticed, I know he was trained. Don't get me wrong. He was trained, and for many years, it's just, you got to assume that you're going to get sliced, right? Like with a knife. It's not, there's no getting out clean almost, unless they're just, you know, just kind of wheeling around. But then usually if they're going.
Yeah, if you're in a knife fight,
you're going to get
going to get cut.
Yes.
And that's some of the training that Chad loves to do on Saturday. So he does a police jiu-jitsu class, and we introduce weapons. So we see how effective our jiu-jitsu is.
That's so interesting.
Now that a weapon's evolved. And we'll throw down the fake knives, the dummy knives, and put that into what are we going to do in this situation now? And that's imperative for police officers.
Can you give me a little bit of insight on the tactics that you would do if someone had a knife? Like what are some situational things? Like I could imagine like a Kimura. How do you even get close to someone with a knife? I kind of know a little bit. Like, you know, you can't have...
So think about it like a snake.
Okay.
Right? If someone has a knife or you're attacking a snake, we have to attack where it is. So we have to attack that wrist. Have to control that hand. Right? We're not going to try looking for Moors or shoulder locks up here because we're going to get stabbed. Right? We control the wrist, control the hand.
Hand fighting.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're doing. You know, in the training situations with Chad, introducing the knives of if we're close, we don't have time to pull our weapon against that distance.
You got to assume that too. Yeah. Right. Not even you just have time. You have to assume that you don't have time.
If you're going to end up on the bad side, if you are so close and someone wants to stab you, your first reaction is to go for your firearm. In that split second, you're getting stabbed.
Yeah.
So it's not time to go to your weapons. You have to attack what's about to harm you.
That's the other thing too, is the sense of awareness aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
That's trained too. It's not something that you can watch on TV and be like, well, this is what I would do.
Yeah, right.
And
hindsight aspect, or the Monday morning quarterback.
Right.
You know, why'd the officer do this?
Armchair quarterback. Yeah.
They're not understanding that situation.
Dude, let's get into that, man. Because that's initially what my first question was that not even in a police situation, is that I think a lot of people theorize instead of actually doing, right? And then they get this false perception of what it would be like. It could be anything. It could be like playing football. And then you have, that's where, like I said, armchair quarterbacks and like UFC fans sometimes, you know what I mean? They're like, what the fuck? Why didn't he just hit him? Why did he just get up? It's like, dude.
they're not feeling it. You know, it's all that conjecture that people are putting out there. And with use of force and police use of force, people see something on TV or on social media. And now they have this opinion about why the officer do this instead of X, Y, Z. The officer did A, B, C. And there's this opinion, but they're not understanding, right? You see this at the highest levels with use of force. Final judge of a use of force is the judge, right? So a judge is looking at someone's use of force, a police officer's use of force, and they have a high level of education, but they've never put on the uniform.
Man.
They're not trained in force. So now they're delivering an opinion about a life or death situation of use of force, and they only have partial expertise. That's dangerous.
What's also dangerous about that is that the decision they make based on that, because the consequences could go on it could ruin someone's life.
Right.
Right. If there was a judge, like you said, that hasn't been on the field situationally, and then he just makes a judgment because, well, he should, like I saw on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
The thing that you posted with the officer lady, correct? She pulled out the gun, and then 1.4 seconds? They based it on that,
right?
The last 1.4 seconds.
Yes.
It's like, wait a minute, man. What do you mean?
Yeah, so that's Hernandez versus Los Angeles. And what's interesting with that specific case was a few years before that, the Ninth Circuit made that case good.
What do you mean?
So the Ninth Circuit.
What's the Ninth Circuit?
So
For people
the court, Ninth Circuit Court. So in the state of Nevada, we answer to the Ninth Circuit. So the Supreme Court is the ultimate decision maker.
And what's the Ninth Circuit?
The Ninth Circuit is for California, Nevada, Washington, Oregon, Arizona. So if something goes up, through the appellate court, it's at the Ninth Circuit.
Oh, and then does that determine if it goes up to the Supreme Court? It goes to the Ninth Circuit first. Are you saying it's a system?
We'll go to the Ninth Circuit. See. And then if the Supreme Court wants to accept something from the Ninth Circuit, which is a less than 1% chance.
What? Because the case isn't big enough? It's not political enough for them?
I mean, they get hundreds and hundreds of requests for a decision, the Supreme Court.
Yep.
And
a lot of them don't pass.
It's less than 1%. So you have like Hernandez versus Los Angeles, that initial case, they ruled in favor of the officer.
In favor
of the officer.
Okay.
And then what happened was there's something called en banc, ENBANC. So you could request for all the judges to hear it. So the initial case was under 3 judges. An en banc decision goes to 11 judges from the Ninth Circuit. So the initial 3 said it was good. They asked for an en banc. So now it went before 11 judges, and they reversed. So now they said that officer was bad.
Was bad, yeah. What did those 3 can reverse it? Or does it have to be as a whole?
Those 11.
I'm sorry. It was in the Ninth Circuit, but then they added. Right.
So those 11 now reversed their own decision from the 3 judges.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
But like you said, they looked at 1.4 seconds.
Yes, the last one.
They looked at 2 shots of 1.4 seconds, not realizing how fast that is, that you're assessing a situation, processing it. Is the person down? Is he going to get back up? That split-second decision-making, it kind of just threw it out the window.
For the people that we don't know what we're talking about, John posted on Instagram that I saw before he got here, and it was a case where a guy did he have a knife, right? And this was in LA.
Yeah.
And then the police officer was about how far was she from the guy?
She's over 30 feet
Over
away.
30 feet. And then she kept telling him to drop the knife, right?
Drop the knife, drop the knife. Fires 2 shots. Hits the guy. He goes down and starts to get back up.
Right.
As he's starting to get back up, 2 more shots. Now he's going back down.
It's pretty accurate. Pretty fucking accurate there. She had some good shooting. I was like, dude.
Good shooting. And then he fires 2 additional shots.
Yes.
Again, it's that human decision making.
Right. Huh. Okay. How about this one? I'll play a little bit of devil's advocate.
Yeah.
When is it wrong? I mean, this is a hard question to ask because, obviously you got to be on the field and there's no one case. There's no one like result that can.
Yeah, it's all situation dependent.
It's all situation dependent. Exactly. There's not one way to do it is what I was trying to say. What's going on, guys? If you're enjoying this podcast, please don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Only if you're getting value out of it on YouTube and also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a rating and follow. And also, I also write a blog newsletter from what I learned from my incredible guests that I have on. So sign up for the email list and get updates on the podcast.